What up, YouTube? It's AmbitionZ VapeR. I got another review for you today. It's on the SMY Touch Box 100 watt temperature controlled box mod. This was sent to me from SMY for the purpose of this review. Thank you very much, SMY. It's not going to change my opinion of this product or in this review. 100 watt temperature controlled touchscreen box mod. It's the first of its kind that I've come across. It's actually touchscreen. You adjust your watch, your temperature control, everything through the touchscreen. All it has is a fire button. So I'm going to give you some specifications on this, and then I'm going to give you some vape production. We're going to dive down. We're going to take a look at it, go through the menu system, come back up, vape on the talking, and final thoughts. Wrap this sucker up. I'll let you know how much it is, where you can find. We'll get out of here. All right. It's a 2.5 inch TFT color touchscreen. It's a 320 by 240 resolution on the screen. Compactive touchscreen, vibrant colors. It also comes in silver, black, pink, and baby blue. Background screen adjustment. It's 3 to 100 watt output, 0.1 to 3 ohms in temperature wattage mode, and in temperature control mode it goes 0.05 to 1 ohm. 52 amp discharge current, and the temperature control supports stainless steel, titanium, and nickel. The stainless steel supports 0.1 to 3 ohms, the nickel is 0.05 to 1 ohm, and the wattage mode is 0.1 to 3 ohms. So there's a lot of different, a lot of specifications to this, guys. 200 to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's like 100 to 315 degrees Celsius. 5 memory do-it-yourself output modes, which is really cool on this. You can adjust time and heat output. You can adjust joule output over time and adjust on device. It's got a 2600 mAh built-in battery. It's got two 1300 mAh battery cells in parallel, so 2600 mAh in total. It's got a micro USB charging port. It's a 1 amp charging port, okay? Short circuit, low voltage, overtime, low resistance, IC temperature, overload protection, and it's made out of aluminum alloy and carbon fiber trim chassis. 84.5 millimeters by 53 millimeters by 24.5 millimeters. So I'm gonna give you some vape production, man. I have it in temperature control mode, okay? I have it at 580 degrees Fahrenheit, 96 joules, because I did my do-it-yourself mode 1. All right, on the skillet tank, it's got a 0.17 nickel coil inside. Let's dive down. Let's take a look at this bad boy. I'll show you the box, show you what it comes with. Go through the menu system, show you all the features that I can, and we'll come back up, talk about my final thoughts, let you know how much it is. We'll wrap it up. See you guys in a minute.
All my life, I've been down the ride. Till I kept it real and I stayed alive with no compromise. I even make the bitches I welcome. I'm waiting on someone to say something. Dre make the bass pump and let the tape run. For old time's sake, I spit it straight through. This is take one. The moment you're waiting for is...
So this is the box that it comes in. This is a sample. I have the silver, SMY, touch box, rose gold, black, silver, and blue. Gonna open it up. You're gonna get your manual, a thing to clean your screen, which I thought was really cool. It says SMY on it. Quality control pass. A USB cord. It's a little short, but this is for upgrading and charging. Here's your manual. Gonna give you everything. Nice alloy outside. Just the fire button, that's it. 510, spring-loaded 510. This is a sample, as you can see. Here is the back. The back cover does not come off. Nice fire button. So to get into the menu system, you got to do a swipe like that. Took me a while to figure that out, but you have work mode. You have stainless steel temperature control in Celsius, stainless steel temperature control in Fahrenheit, variable wattage, Then you have nickel in Celsius, nickel in Fahrenheit, and then you have your do-it-yourselfs, and then you have titanium Celsius, titanium Fahrenheit. Do-it-yourself 1 through 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have one set. I'm in do-it-yourself 1 now. Variable wattage, and then to adjust, that's how you adjust your watts. You got puff info. You can reset that if you wanted to. You hit that to go back. Settings. You have display. Brightness of the screen. Lock screen on or off. I don't like the lock screen. And then you can choose your wallpaper. These are the ones you can choose from. Set your date and time. And then auto shutdown. I don't like that, but you can do never. System update, you would want to do that if you want to do the update, okay? I don't have a PC, it's not Mac compatible as that I know of right now. And then you got do-it-yourself mode. All right, I'm in pattern name 1. You can do time scale, heat scale, and then the state on. I do diagram editor, and you can adjust these accordingly just by tapping. I like mine hot, I like mine hard, so I just put mine basically all the way up, and this works great for me. I like it just like that, but if you want to adjust each one, you can just go in there and tap on it and adjust it. You go back, you can go to help, I guess. Series number, version 1.0, copyright, can give you your gestures. Main menu, power off, all right. And resistance range. All right, are you sure you want to shut down? Yes. You can power it down that way. 1, 2, 3. 3 clicks, turn on, it says SMY. 303, whatever. Has your volts, your amps, ohms, variable wattage mode, your puff counter, and your wattage. Just to mess around, and next to the mini volt by Council of VapeR, next to the R80 by SMY, next to the MRN Revolution version 2 box mod, next to the Fuchai 200 watt dual 18650 box mod. So that is the close-up, guys. I feel perfectly comfortable backing out, vaping on it, talking on it, pros and cons, let you know how much it is. See you in a minute. It's the first of its kind that I've come across that you can actually use the screen and touch it to adjust your wattage, adjust the gestures, get into the tinkering of it. This is definitely a tinkering type of box mod. You can't take the batteries out and put it back in. That's a little bit of a con to me. You have to charge it, which makes it hard when you're on the go. If you're an on-the-go type of person and you want to, you know, if it runs out of battery, man, you kind of SOL. This thing works really well, man. So before I get into the pros and cons, okay, I'm going to do a little different of vapor production on different modes of wire. I got the crown tank on here now in stainless steel mode, showing 0.29 ohms, 580 degrees Fahrenheit. I couldn't adjust the joules on this unless I went into do-it-yourself mode. And do-it-yourself mode, you can't choose the specific type of wire. You can't change the coefficient rating on this box mod, and I feel you really need the coefficient rating for specifically stainless steel. It's a nice vape, man. It's definitely a nice vape. It feels powerful enough. It's a satisfying vape. It definitely passed the cotton burning test. Sometimes when you put on a new tank or a new atomizer, whatever you got, sometimes the it doesn't show up on screen, is this a new atomizer, yes or no? So the best way to do is have the device on, take off the old one, put on the new one, hit the fire button, and it should reread it and say, is this a new atomizer, yes or no? So I'm going back into my memory set do-it-yourself 1 mode, because that's where I set this skillet tank to. It's showing up as 0.15 because it's cooled off. 96 joules. Vapes really well, man. 96 joules. Does it really feel like 96 joules? Really depends on how you set the do-it-yourself mode. It really depends on that. You can definitely set it to your vaping experience. This is definitely satisfying vape. In nickel mode as well. in do-it-yourself mode. I actually like do-it-yourself mode more than temperature control mode because you can get more, you can customize it more to your vaping needs. And I like that. I think all box mods should have that. See, this one didn't reread it. Hit the fire button. It finally says it. It doesn't automatically adjust the modes. It stays in the mode that you were previously in. So you need to go in there. That's a little bit of a con as well. You need to go in there and actually go to work mode and adjust it to whatever one you want. Ice cream, donuts, bedrock, 83 watts. It's definitely a satisfying vape in every mode possible. That it won't all the time automatically, it won't adjust to the wire that you're using. You have to manually do that. It also doesn't always say, is this a new atomizer, yes or no. Another con to this, guys, is that, you know, adjusting the gestures, okay, to it, like I showed you, adjusting the wattage or the temperature, sometimes it doesn't always work. I mean, it's a touch screen, so it's going to be like an iPhone. It's going to be, you know, along the lines of those type of devices. They're not always super responsive. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. It's not always going to be completely accurate on responsiveness when you're using it and you're trying to adjust the wattage. It does, if as long as you get a feeling for it and you get used to it and you know how it works. You know, I'm used to this now. I've had this for about a week and a half. If you don't do a perfect L, if you kind of do like a check mark, it's not going to read it, okay? If you definitely go, you know, down and left, it will show up. This is like when the iPhone 1 came out, okay? This is like the first rendition of its kind, and it's going to have a little bit of bugs with it, but overall, the vape experience, I love this device, man. I actually really love this device. I like the screen. I like you can customize it. I don't like how it's not Mac compatible. I don't like how they don't have the software program out yet already, because I'm pretty sure it's already for sale. I've seen it on VapeR DNA. So I wish they already had that implemented and ready to go for you guys, so that when you purchase it, you know, you don't have any, you're not waiting for anything. It's definitely firmware upgradable. I believe that the pros outweigh the cons on this device. Over time, when SMY gets used to, you know, all the feedback of what's working, what's not working, they'll eventually implement it, and there'll be a firmware update, and it will become more responsive, and the gestures will work more accurately. I definitely recommend this device. You can find this box mod at SMY's website, okay? Link on screen and description. You can find this box mod anywhere between $100 and $129.99. Now, that's a reasonable price. VapeR DNA's got it for $99.99. That's a perfect price in my opinion. You're paying $1 a watt. I definitely think it's worth $100. That's a review. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, leave a like, share, subscribe, and remember, smoking is gone, vaping is on. Vape on.